obviously you have extensions in, but we don't need it to scream, hey, extensions, hey, bundles. Okay, we want it to be questionable. And I would think this is questionable. Hey kitties, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Marilyn and I'm bringing you all things beauty, fashion, lifestyle. So if you like that kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe. Okay, so today we're going to be getting into a hair video. You recently saw my last update on my Queen Weave beauty hair. It was a light yaki texture and I had those bundles for 2 years and I wanted to update you just so you know it's real. Okay, just so you know it's real. I had the hair for 2 years. It still looked great at the almost 2 years, actually. January 2025 makes 2 years that I had that hair. And I mentioned on that recent update video that I purchased some new texture that they had. I mean, it was time to get some new hair. Okay, I already stretched that one out 2 years. And I purchased the Burmese Curly hair. And that's what I have in now. So we're going to be styling, defining the curls, layering the hair and shaping it, because I just put it in. I didn't actually style it yet. Okay, now just a quick review on the hair as far as packaging. The packaging is great. It's packaged well. And when you take the hair out of the bundles, the curls are very beautiful. I love, this is slightly less, it's less coily than the kinky curly because I have had that and it's very similar, but this texture is a little looser in curl and it's a little lighter and more fluffy, which I absolutely love. I love both textures though, to be honest, but the Burmese Curly is also a really great texture. And I think this texture will straighten pretty well. I'll attempt that in the future. But the way that I install my hair, if you're not familiar with the U-part, I sewed the hair onto a netting cap on a mannequin head, sewed that on, and I left the top portion of the net out. That way I can pull through my natural hair out of that section and leave my hair around the parameter of it. Okay, so I'll insert some clips on when I was doing that so that way you can see, you know, how that process went. I do have other videos where I'm installing it fully where you can see that if you want to do that, but this video is mainly about styling the hair. So because it is curly, on this video today we are going to define the curl, shape it, and just give it some personality. Okay, it's already cute, but we do need to shape it and take care of all that. Right now I have it in 2 twists. I stretched it out a bit, so the curls are a little bit more stretched out than you probably saw on the clip of me installing it, the short clip of me installing it. The curls did look more tightly wounded, but I did stretch it out a little bit and I twisted it just to go to bed. So now we're gonna, you know, add some water, add some products. Typically on like my straighter textures, I don't add much products, but on curly hair, yeah, we're putting the products on because we want to define these curls. Curly hair is a little bit more maintenance, so you do have to know how to handle it, okay? So I'm going to remove these twists and then we're going to get styling. All right, so this is the hair right out of the twist. I think it's really pretty like this, actually, just right out of the twist. It loosens the curl, but when we put water on it and put our products, it will reactivate the curl. But this is what it looks like just right out of those double twists. The lengths that I have are 22, 20, and 18. So it's 3 bundles, and this is very full. And it's very lightweight. So although it is full and it does look big, it's feather light, which is, yeah. Because listen, what I don't want to be is a bobblehead. I refuse. So I can't walk around with heavy ass hair, like no. So this hair is light, it's fluffy, it's really glamorous, and this is gonna be my holiday hair, so yeah, girl. All right, so this is how long the hair looks on me. As you can see, there's some gappings here, so we're gonna need to layer it and just give it some shape. But yeah, so I'm definitely gonna have to clip some of the ends because the ends are thinner, and I do want to clip that off. I would suggest if you wanted like a 24-inch, go 2 inches above that. Like if you want a 20-inch, go 2 inches above that in length, because you are going to end up trimming a little bit of the ends away, and that's something that I typically find in curly hair in general, where you end up having to clip the ends. So yeah. All right, so the products that we're going to put in the hair is, of course, we're going to put water. I took the time and purchased an actual water bottle. Normally I just put some water in like an old conditioner bottle or old spray bottle or something. I actually went and purchased one, and it's a continuous spray bottle, which is a lot easier, okay? So that's this. You can get this on Amazon. I'm also going to use a foam setting mousse. I prefer to use this type of mousse, like a wrapping mousse, instead of the actual mousse in the you know, that can, you know, the regular mousse that squirts out. The wrapping mousse is not flaky. It's not gonna flake, it's not gonna cake up. So if you wanna like comb through the hair after you've put this on it, you're gonna be fine because it's a wrapping mousse and it is not flaky. So the one that I have is by Olive Miracle. I don't think the brand really matters, but I love this one. I love the way it smells. It's Olive Miracle anti-breakage formula, and it says here non-flaky foam setting mousse. Okay. All right, and I'm also going to use the Eco Style Argan. Well, I haven't used this in so long, but it's a gel. I'm really using that towards like where my hair is, just to help blend my natural hair with the curls of the extensions, because I do have to wet my hair also to activate the curl pattern. So, and I want it to hold and not get frizzy, so I'm going to use this gel. And I am going to throw a little bit of this in here. This is a nice little recipe. I'm going to use the Shea Moisture Hydrate and Repair Whipped Curl Cream. I like to put this on the hair once it has the water in it and it's damp, and I can just kind of scrunch it up. So we're going to be using a mixture of those products, and we're going to define the curls, and we're going to go ahead and shape it. All right, first we're going to start off with our water. So let's go ahead and wet it. I love this spot. Wow, I can't believe I was doing it the ghetto way before. And also I did dye this hair black. I dyed it blue black, so it might be getting on my shirt a little bit, but that's why I wore a white shirt, so you guys can really see the hair, see how thick it is, see the texture well with a white shirt. I typically always wear a white or black shirt for videos. It's just easier to film. All right, so I wet the curl a little bit. You can see that it's more defined. It's not completely drenched, but I did want to wet it up just a bit, and I want to begin to shape the hair, okay? Before I put any of the other products on it, we want to shape it, and I'm just gathering the shedding I got while doing that, and you know how curly hair is. So this is the shedding I got while running my hands through the hair and, you know, just wetting it a little bit. All right, so now let me grab my scissors. All right, so I'm just gonna angle down and just, you know, shape it and take some of the hair off right here in this area a little bit, and then some on the ends. So it's gonna go in like right here. I'm gonna graze the scissors across this, like, and just layer it downward, okay? I don't wanna cut too much of this hair off at all. Go towards the bottom. As you can see, this needs to be trimmed a little bit. So I'm just gonna go in here and I'm just gonna kind of graze the scissors across the hair. I'm not doing any like blunt cuts at all. Yeah. So just took that off. All right, so in comparison to this side, you can see that this side looks a lot better already because those ends are gone. All right, so I'm gonna go in now and put some of the foaming mousse. So I just twirled a couple of the pieces so you can see the curling pattern because you can manipulate the curls a little bit. You can allow it to just air dry in its natural pattern. You can finger coil it like this. So I'm gonna try doing a few pieces like this just to make it a nice non-uniform curl pattern. Okay, guys, so you can see how nice the curls look when you, how juicy they look when you finger coil them. And this is just one option. You can literally just wet it and let it dry and scrunch it up. Or you can try doing things like this. Just different type of curl patterns you can achieve with this is, yeah, love it. Okay guys, so I went ahead and finger coiled most of it. I'm gonna grab some of my edge control, which is the Gummy Professional. I'm almost out of this. So this is a soft, non-flaky. It just holds it in place. It doesn't get too hard or crunchy. I can't find an edge control that ever gets hard and crunchy, really. It's a very flexible hold. So put some on here, put some here. All right, so I don't have a diffuser. So I think I might just grab my regular blow dryer brush and sort of just hold it towards it and allow it to dry a little bit. The good thing about this is it dries quickly. So I didn't use any cream like I thought I was going to use. I normally use this with my curly hair, but when I finger coiled it with the mousse, it just worked out better. With this, the next time I wear it and I just wet it and I just scrunch it up without finger coiling it, I would probably use this because that's what I typically do with curly hair. But we didn't need it today, girl. So it was minimal products. Okay, Katie's, I'm back. I didn't actually use my blow dryer. I just stayed away for a few minutes just to allow it to dry a little bit more, just air dry, because I figured what's the use in speeding up the process? That mousse dries pretty quickly anyway, and I love the way the curls came out. I am not gonna pull apart the curls. I think it looks good like this. Let me just get a little closer so you can see the curl pattern. The hair is so beautiful. It matches so nicely with my hair, and it's just a really, really, really nice, high quality texture, especially if you have curly or natural hair or coily hair. This does a really great job blending in, and it is glamorous. So it's perfect for the holidays for me, because this is my Christmas hair. All right, so during the process of the hair, I got like minimal shedding. I showed you guys when I was wetting it and finger combing it. I did get some shedding, and that is to be expected with curly hair. It's nothing out of the norm, but what is out of the norm is this curl pattern. Like, how gorgeous is this curl pattern? I think I really love the finger coils. I'm probably going to be doing that more often. It does tame it if you don't want it to get too huge. The finger coils do tame it, but I also do like it huge. You know, like if you just wet it and allow it to dry, that's gorgeous as well. The good thing about this hair is we can get a lot of hairstyles out of this. You can do twist outs, braid outs. I'm going to try to straighten it. Probably not bone straight, but like blow dry it straight and do some big like blowout looking curls in it. I think that would be really good. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous texture. I've had several textures from Queen Weave Beauty, and I've kept you guys updated on the majority of them. You just recently got an update on the light yaki, which I've had this coming January makes 2 years. I had the kinky straight, which I think I had for about 1.5 years. I've also had the loose wave, which I've had that for about 1 year or so. You guys have seen that multiple times on my channel. And I've also had the kinky curly hair, and I've had that hair I've had for about 1 year, but I no longer have it because after a while it got a little bit too hard to untangle, because that was a kinky curly texture. But 1 year to me is a really long time, especially for that type of texture. But this is the this is the Burmese Curly, and I absolutely love this. It's a little looser than the kinky curly, a little bit more fluffy, and I love the way the curls look when they're defined, and it's giving glamorous. It's giving top tier. Okay. I love also the luster of this hair. I typically love bundles that are low luster because my hair is low luster. So when it's not as shiny, the blending process is a lot easier and it looks more natural and more seamless. And that's what you want to go for when it comes to extensions. Obviously you have extensions in, but we don't need it to scream, hey, extensions, hey, bundles. Okay, we want it to be questionable. And I would think this is questionable. Like, you may have to wonder, is it her hair or no? And that's the point. So I love this, and also of course I love the installation. It's a U-part, so I have my hair left out around the perimeter, so it gives me more versatility. So if I want to throw this up, I want to throw it back, I want to, you know, whatever I want to do, I can do because I left out my hair around the perimeter. And convenience is key. Okay, being natural is key, and that's what I love when it comes to my hair. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about this texture. Would you consider it? Do you like it? What you think, girl? Because I think it's 10 out of 10. I would recommend. Okay, I'm going to leave all the information to this hair down in the comments. I'm sorry, down in the description. So if you want to grab anything or any of the products that I use, I'll leave them down in the description. If you have any questions, leave that in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, come back, watch another video. Of course, you're going to want to subscribe because I'm sure you want updates on this hair. And you know I'm good for an update. You know I'm good for an update. All right, thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.